From the Malahat Highway on Vancouver Island, with newly formed waterfalls, to the Othello Tunnel, where the water is so intense, there are fears this bridge might get washed away. Then there's the Coquihalla Highway, which is the main artery to connect Vancouver to the rest of Canada, that is completely washed away in some sections. And then there is Merritt.
City of Merritt, underwater.
The entire city has been evacuated with no word when they can return home.
We are seeing significant rain-induced incidents such as mudslides and flooding in the southwest and central regions of the province. People in Merritt, Princeton and areas along Highway 7 and 99 and the Coquihalla are seeing the worst of it.
Joan Shackley says she has never seen this type of flooding in all of her 74 years. Her First Nation of 7,000 members is just outside of Merritt, and it's now completely stranded because all the bridges have washed away.
I came back to check out the bridge, the main bridge that takes us onto the highway, and I was only there 20 minutes, and I've seen this side of the bridge collapse. The cell phones are not working, the hydro is still off, and nobody can use their cell phones because there's no Wi-Fi. We got no way out.
Hundreds of people have been trapped in their vehicles because of the mudslides, and some are finding refuge in the town of Hope, where there are reports of low amounts of food and fuel. They've also had no power for a few days. Mandy and her sister Carly were a few of those that were left stranded. They were in the midst of moving to Richmond from Saskatchewan when they encountered the storm just outside of Hope. They joined us by Facebook video.
It was pretty long. We thought it was only going to be a couple hours that we're going to be sitting in the car, and then I went to bed. Luckily, we had our blanket because it was cold. She had to shut off her car for like the entire night just so our battery wouldn't die while we were sitting in a long lineup. It was raining like the entire time.
And that experience turned into sleeping in this small car for 2 nights. Her sister says they were running low on food.
There's definitely points where I was worried about running out of food and gas, as I was low. Like, I had only a quarter left of gas left by the time we got there. And we had a lot of candy, but I don't think that would have been...
That's not very filling.
Yeah, filling.
Both girls have found a safe place to stay for now, but the highway is still closed in both directions, and others have been rescued by helicopter. It's hard to say when the highways will be open again. On Highway 1 between Abbotsford and Chilliwack, that highway is completely underwater, and in some areas that water is up to 5 feet high. There is a local state of emergency, and 1,100 people have been evacuated, and numerous farmlands in the Sumas Prairie is also underwater. With so many mudslides and flooding, the lower mainland is now completely cut off from the rest of Canada by road. Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.